Okay, Darren here from Fish Donkey, and I want to show you how the Digital Livewell works. If you are fishing in an area without internet, when you get back and you have a decent connection, what you want to do is go to your Digital Livewell. You might see entries like this. Part of the entry was received, part of it's not received. Don't worry, there aren't duplicates in here. Never delete anything out of your Livewell. Never delete your photos. Don't do anything like that. If you can't get these to go through, don't log out, don't reinstall the app, none of that. These will go through when you have an internet connection, as long as you leave this Livewell open. If you close the Livewell or shut the app off, it's not going to try to send them on an iPhone. iPhones don't allow, Apple phones do not run in the background, okay? They just will not. And so you need to stay in your Digital Livewell. It's like emptying out your regular Livewell at a tournament. Stay in your Livewell and get these things to go through, but you do need an internet connection, okay? And so I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a second. The other thing is, when you do get back and you get a decent connection, there are a couple more things that could prevent your photos from going through if you're having trouble. One is you need good upload speed, and so the more photos you take, if you have a slow speed, up, even if it's Wi-Fi, if your upload speed is slow, you have maybe some kids playing games or something on your network, it's going to take a long time. Sometimes telecom networks are faster than a Wi-Fi network if you have people in the house playing video games. So the more photos you take, the longer it takes, the slower that connection is, the longer it takes. You just have to leave this Livewell open, and those photos will go through. As long as you see it occasionally get that little yellow wheel and it starts to submit. Now the other thing that could stop you, so if you delete the photos, that's a problem because the app can't send in the photos to the servers if you deleted them. One thing you can do though, if you've deleted photos, you can go into your trash and you can restore those photos. You can undelete them. So search for that, iPhone undelete or iPhone restore photos. And if you restore them, they will go through. They'll go back into the folder and they'll get sent into Fish Donkey. If you alter them or anything, don't like clip them or change the shading or do any kind of alteration, because the anti-cheating software is not going to like that, and it's going to tell your tournament director that your photos are now no longer original. One more thing that can stop you is if you run out of memory. So if you've loaded up your iPhone with all kinds of podcasts and music and videos so that you can watch these things while you're out fishing, while you're at some remote cabin, then you don't have enough space left to store new photos, and the app won't be able to take and send in your photos. And we see that a couple times a month, people just running out of memory because they've loaded so many different videos and podcasts and things like that on their device. So make sure you have enough memory. Other than that, these things are always going to go through. It's 100%. And so right now, I'm going to make sure I'm on my network. And it looks like I'm on some network. And I'm just going to stay here in the Digital Livewell. I'm going to go a little closer. It looks like I got a signal now that I picked up one. I can see my bars up in there. And so I'm just going to stay on this page, and these videos will start going. I can see, it's going almost too fast here now. So you can see that the top one there, that little yellow indicator, it's starting to send. So if you let this screen fall asleep, like if you set this down on the nightstand and then you go to sleep for the night and you wake up, hey, it didn't work, that's because your screensaver is going to fall asleep and your photos aren't going to go through no matter how long you let it sit there if they fall asleep. If it falls asleep, Apple iPhones just won't send. So here I am now. I'm on a slow connection. I'm simulating this slow connection for you. And so I'm just sitting here uploading, like I said, and this one here's got, it's got a few photos in it. One of them had about a dozen photos in it. And so that's just going to take some time. And I just need to sit here until those go through. But 100% of the time, they will go through, as long as, like I said, went over those things. Don't delete your photos, don't alter them, don't move them, these kind of things. Don't reboot it. Just let it sit. You can reboot it. It won't hurt it. That's one of the only things you can do. But don't uninstall an app, or don't log out or anything crazy like that. The thing you need to do, just go to your Livewell and just wait. And in a second here, we're going to see that bottom one go through. Oh man, I got a lot of them in here that I need to go through. I might just get myself on a faster connection. Should have planned this out a little better for you so you can see them all go through. I'll probably end up, what I did is I'm working off of a cell phone hotspot that I put inside my dryer so that it would have a really weak signal, so it would take a long time to upload these. But this is a good example of how long it can take if you have a weak signal and you're submitting a ton of photos. So all of these photos, as long as it's trying, it's going to send them in. And we see it catching up now, actually. It's on the last one. It's almost done. I'll just stick with it here for you until it's done. If there's not going to be anything else in this video other than I'm going to show you that it's eventually going to all go through, and I didn't do anything except stay on this Digital Livewell. So do that in your tournament when you get back to a connection. Sit in here. This might have been 5 minutes of me on a poor connection, and still this has all gone through. It's going to do one last refresh here, and then we are done. Here we go. Everything has been received. All right? So good luck fishing your tournament, everybody, and I hope this tip has helped you out.